I'm Bianca.
And we are from Club Sapphire.
We are.
And we're actually in one of the playrooms tonight.
We are.
Well, yeah, we figured we would kind of mix it up a little bit. So.
Something a little different tonight.
Yeah, actually, there's a party going on right now, and they're using the room that we're usually in, so we figured we would just come in here.
Yeah, talk to you from a different place.
Yeah, okay, so, and it's Mardi Gras, as you can see, so we're
so I'm going to flash you. No, I'm not going to flash you.
Yeah, unless you have beads.
You don't have beads, do you?
Okay, Bianca.
Okay, yes.
I have a question for you.
You do? Okay, I'm ready.
Do you love me?
Of course I love you.
Do you trust me?
Yes.
This is a great setup. Would you take one for the team for me?
Oh. That's a tough question.
Is it?
It is a tough question. I think there are degrees of taking one for the team.
Okay, well, let's start out with, if you're not familiar with what the term taking one for the team is, this is a common thing in the lifestyle. It's basically where there's four people trying to get involved with each other.
Sure.
And sometimes, for example, I might be very much attracted to the woman, but you aren't particularly attracted to the man, or other way around, or the other people that way. So it is fairly difficult to get four people to connect.
It's hard finding that four-person love connection.
Yes,
or
but
fuck connection.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And but that's the goal.
Right.
And so that's what everybody's kind of striving to find.
Right.
Early on in our lifestyle travels, we did run into that a bit, where we were taking one for the team.
Right.
And then that's basically the concept of just going, well, I'm not particularly attracted to that person, but you're attracted to the spouse. Okay, all right. So I will take one for the team that way. And I guess that's really the question: is it a positive? Is it a negative?
Right.
Is it a completely no-go? Some people will say, don't ever do that.
Yeah. Well, early on, we even had that as our rules. We're not going to take one for the team.
That's right. That was one of our first rules.
I think we did that after that one time that you took one for the team. I don't think it was a rule before that. But, it's a learning process, right?
Sure.
This whole journey is a learning process.
Right. Very early on, actually, we had a couple that we were playing with, and it was exactly that situation. I wasn't particularly interested in the woman, but you were drooling over the guy, and I was like, hey, someone wants to let me put my penis in their hole. Isn't that cute?
So cute.
And so I was sure, absolutely, but it was just kind of like.
Now, does it haunt you? Did you say you took one for the team?
Yeah.
Does it haunt you? Are you like, ugh, I took one for the team, and Bianca, you owe me? How do you feel about it?
I think. Well, I mean, now I don't care.
Right.
But at the time, I probably did feel kind of lousy about it.
Did you?
It was.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. If you're going to go that direction, you have taken one for the team a couple of times for me. How did you feel? Did you feel good? Did you feel bad, or was it just kind of shrug it off?
I mean, I don't know. When did I take it? Remind me, the people.
So there was that. Okay, well then you never did. Okay, never mind.
No, we've all taken one for the team, and I think it just depends on the situation, right? You have to be okay going into it. If you're going to take one for the team, you have to be okay with the outcome, right?
Okay.
You have to be, if you're going to say, yes, I will take one for the team, fine, honey, it's okay. You're saying, you are giving consent. You are saying, I am okay with this. You can't throw it back in their face 4 years later and be like, you made me take one for the team, now you owe me. I don't think that that's the way that you should go into it. If you're going to do this, if that's like what you're like, fine, I'll do it, it's better than not having sex, or whatever your reasoning is in taking one for the team, you have to be okay with the consequences of how you feel afterwards, or how your partner might feel, or whatever.
Okay,
right?
Sure.
I mean, you have to take control over your own feelings, manage your own feelings, and not take it out on your partner, because unless your partner is constantly saying, do it, take it for the team, take it for the team.
Yeah, and I think that we have run into that, but I think there's also the factor of, then actually how I started this conversation of, hey, do you love me? Would you do something for me? And you're actually doing that as kind of a gift of like, hey, you're not particularly attracted to the other person, but you know how much I'm attracted to the wife, or whatever it might be, or we've been trying to get together and we only play as a four-way in that situation. Then you have to look at it as wow, is it something that I want to, am I going to feel bad about it? And if I'm not going to feel bad because, hey, sex is fun, I'm going to enjoy it, sex
Right.
is enjoyable with everybody I ever play with, then that's perfectly fine, even if it's something that you're not particularly too excited about because you're doing it for your spouse.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I really don't like the way that you said that.
Okay.
Hey, do you love me? Will you do this for me? I think that, like,
that
to
seems
me,
like
is not...
That, yeah, I agree. And wording it like that is bad. Because
I think you'll have your, you know... Hey babe, do you want to do this? Like, what are you thinking? You know, you're like,
Sure.
well, like whatever things that you have, and I'm like, and for you to take me aside and be like, come on, do you love me?
Oh,
You should
yeah,
do
no,
this because you love me. Like, that's not okay.
Sure.
But you could take them aside and be like, you know, I'm really, how much of a team taking thing is this? Like,
would you do it that way? Would you be like, okay, you know, I'll take one for the team this time, and then next time, but you owe me
I don't
one.
think that's the right answer.
Okay.
Either. I don't think that you should owe each other things. I think
Okay.
if you were to be like, oh man, I really want to play it, but they only play the foursome, and and I can at that point be like, you know what, okay, it's fine. I think you being like, oh, do you love me? How much do you love me? Prove it to me. Take one for the
Have
team.
sex with this guy.
I'm gonna be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Let's get in the car and go home. Like,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
it will work for you. I don't know. But it doesn't work for me.
Sure.
So know your audience for sure.
Sure, yeah. But I think, I mean, it's funny that you don't remember a time that you did, but I remember a time that you did.
I'm sure there have been.
Yeah, where, but you were just kind of, you had told me afterward that you saw how excited I was to play with this woman, because I had a crush on her for many years, even before the lifestyle. That you were just kind of like, yeah, all right, yeah, sure, it's
still
fine.
have no idea who you're talking about.
Even with that clue,
I know. I
okay.
knew you were giving me that clue, but I still have no idea.
Okay, never mind.
As soon as you turn the cameras off, he's gonna tell me, like, oh yes, I did take one for the team. You owe me.
Oh wait, I can totally stop the camera right now.
Oh yeah. You owe me.
Okay, perfect. And the fact that I just edited that out, they don't even know, but now
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
Now
now
you-
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally took one for the team. I totally took one for the team. This is true.
Okay, so now that you have that in your head,
Yes,
all right.
yes.
So why did you do it?
Probably because we were very new.
Okay.
And it was, I don't know. It kind of went that way. There was no discussion there was no, like, let's go over here and talk about, like, should we, blah, blah, blah. It was, oh, look, we're all going to the back. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess I'm going too. So, because we were so new, we didn't know these things. There wasn't anybody out there to tell us about these things.
Right.
So I just went with the flow. And I didn't know I was taking one for the team. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just going with it. And I also have a very different, sometimes like I have a very cheerleader personality in that I might go in there being like, no, not really into it. But because you're into it and she's into it and he's into it, like, maybe it'll be awesome. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, maybe it'll suck, but I'll have something to talk about, I guess. Like, I don't know. This was a long time ago.
Sure.
I don't know exactly how I was feeling,
Right.
but this is what I can say. I think maybe I was feeling those things.
Okay.
So, I mean, as long as you're not feeling like you're in danger or feeling like grossed out or like you're not in control, like they're doing something you're not interested in or whatever. I mean, it's all on you.
Sure.
As to how you want to play that out.
Right. And a lot of people will say, don't take one for the team. That it's important that you are, that you really actually want to go to the back with someone.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely the case. And that's actually probably one of the major reasons that we kind of moved on to that, where we primarily play separately.
Right. And a lot of couples do this as they find in their journey that, it is difficult to find a four-way connection, that, they evolve into separate play.
Sure, because there have been many, many times over the years where I'm attracted to the woman or you're attracted to the man, and it just doesn't feel that way with the other two people.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, oh, if they're okay with that, then perfectly. Then you guys go have fun, and
Right.
I'll go and talk and hang out, and I'm perfectly okay not playing with anybody, and we'll just go do that, and you're going to have a great
that doesn't
night.
always happen overnight. That doesn't happen, after 3 or 4 times at the club. That can take years to evolve to feeling comfortable with that, or it could be like your first night. Who knows? Everybody is different, but communicating with each other on where your comfort level is
Right.
extremely important. But also taking that moment when you find a four-way, you know, the four people, like of taking, you know, your person aside and be like, hey, Matt, let's go to the restroom, or let's go grab another drink. We'll be right back.
Right.
And then being like, dude, no, I'm totally, like, check in with each other. How comfortable are you? Is it really like, I just don't want to go back with this person, but fine? Or is it like, I mean, okay, I don't really want to, but okay. Like, because you know sometimes you have like this, either you're just not attracted to them, or you just don't feel comfortable, like they creep you out or something.
Well, that
like
should definitely
like,
be a no.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is you need to figure out what your level of comfortability is, as far as, is it okay enough to take one for the team, or are you like, dude, no, not taking one. See ya. That was fun, but no.
Okay.
So you have to decide, and don't take one. I feel like when I say take one for the team, like, I don't want you to, like, if you think it might be okay, fine, but if you're not comfortable in any way, you definitely don't want to.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you as a man.
All right.
When you take one for the team, isn't it more difficult for you? If you're not attracted to this person, if you find them, like, you just don't find, like, we all have that. Like, not everybody is... everybody is not attracted to everybody, you know? Like, there's people out there that think I am hideous and, you know, whatever. It just, it is what it is.
Sure.
Like, you're not attracted to every single person out there, and that's okay.
And when I play with a woman like that, I just close my eyes and think of baseball.
And that helps your penis work? He's like, baseball.
Yeah, that didn't come out right.
No, it didn't. No, but
well,
like,
women's baseball.
How, like, for a man, I would think it would be way more difficult. Like, for women, you could just be like,
absolutely.
Right,
There
whatever,
have definitely been times that I've played with someone that I wasn't super excited about.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, you're right. It's harder that way.
Yeah.
It's harder to stay
harder.
harder.
But it can also be hard to stay hard with someone you do have a crush on.
Yeah.
You just never know when that thing is going to, like, work or not work.
That's
like,
right.
It's just, you know.
Come on. Yeah.
So, I think the moral of it is just, you know, always don't do something that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
You have to live with it tomorrow, or 10 minutes later, or, you know, tonight, or 5 years from now. And if you think that it's such a bad, you feel like you're going to have such a bad experience, or you feel uncomfortable, or whatever it is, that it's going to haunt you for the next however long, don't do it. It's okay to say to your partner,
nope,
I'm really not feeling it tonight. And I think because we do what we do as this hobby, you have to be okay with that. If you were like, oh, I just really want to take her to Pound Town, and I'm just like, sorry, dude, no. You have to be okay with that, because you know that there's someone else around the corner, right? That we are lucky enough to be a part of this lifestyle, that we, you know, can communicate and have a great time with other couples in a sexual way, that, you know, you don't have to be with every single person, that it's okay to say no once in a while.
Yeah, I guess. Wow. Okay, and on that bummer note, make sure that you go to www.clubsapphire.net and check out all the awesome parties that are coming up. You know, Mardi Gras is over now, but there's awesome ones coming up in the next month or two. Every Saturday, and there are, of course, hundreds of people at every single party now. So you're always going to have a good time. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say?
Can I plug my pole class?
Oh, plug your pole class.
Okay, so tonight I just did the first for this year, pole class here at Club Sapphire. So I teach you a little bit about, like, the pole that's here at the club, how to get comfortable moving on that pole and dancing on it. So check out the calendar and see when the next class is, and sign up fast, because this one sold out, like, super fast. There were several people wanting to get in when it was already sold out. And then I'm also going to be doing workshops as well. So I have one coming up in March, and it'll be like a class of learning how to do a specific dance, choreographed, sexy, sensual dance.
Like a chair dance?
Yeah, the first one will be a chair dance. So you'll be on one of these chairs and you'll just dance sexy around it. And men, women, everybody is invited.
And I'll be the stunt lap.
No, we don't need a lap for this one.
Well, in case someone does.
Do it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
And on that bummer note, well, this whole video is a killer.
No, you get to watch.
I get to watch.
It's
Okay.
very sensual
Sure.
and sexy. Yeah, so
Okay.
check out the calendar for that.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.